Come in.
This is an absolute pleasure.
Oh, don't get silly.
This is so cool. I'm doing really well.
Grab my shoulder.
The American dream.
You can do it. You can, you know, you're doing it. You know, what a great thing. You guys are running around in this van, having a great time. I know 10 big-time guys and women who would say, I want to do that.
Eleanor Roosevelt has this great quote. She said, do what you can with what you have where you are.
This is Today.
Challenged by his mentor to make life more meaningful, Eric and 3 others jumped in an old Volkswagen bus and headed out across America, seeking out wisdom from the powerful, the celebrated, and the ordinary.
What's your story? Everybody has a story. This is mine. I like to think of it as a modern-day Wizard of Oz. My dog Jack and I set out on a summer vacation to meet some of the most powerful Oz's in the world. And along the way, we picked up 3 other travelers, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion. I think my analogy really works, except I get to be Dorothy. Anyway, we've been on the road now for 7 years, interviewed thousands of people, and have endured 4 rebuilt engines. And even though Oz never gave nothing to the Tin Man that he didn't already have, we had to learn that on our own.
You picked up the phone, you started calling famous people, other people, ordinary people. Did you have a problem being taken seriously? You have no reputation. You arrive in a VW bus. You probably hadn't slept in a room other than a parking lot for a week. What did they think when you called them?
Pretty crazy at first, you know, but I would get on the phone and say, hey, my name's Eric, I'm traveling around the country in a Volkswagen bus, and how I'm funding my journey is by selling grilled cheese sandwiches on my Coleman stove. Sexy kind grilled cheese sandwiches made with love for $1, and you know, I'd like to take you out for a cup of coffee. You know, I want to find out what are the values you live by, the struggles you've endured, and what advice and counsel you'd give to me and my generation to better prepare ourselves for the road ahead. And then I'd say, you know, I'm making, you know, not a good living, but I'm making some money selling grilled cheese sandwiches, and I can afford to take you out for a cup of coffee. But if you order anything else in the menu, you're on your own.
You had a sales pitch.
Your mind knows only some things. Your inner voice, your instinct knows everything.
We've been interviewing leaders all across America. Jerry Garcia, the director of the FBI, remember the Fonz? Henry Winkler.
No way! Cool.
Another person that I got to meet when I was on the road was the president of Coca-Cola, Donald Keough. Arguably one of the most powerful CEOs in the world. I had to call ruthlessly to try to get an interview. They kept telling me he was busy, he couldn't do it. Finally, they gave me 20 minutes in his office, so I came up to go meet the president of Coca-Cola. I sit down in his office, and I look at Mr. Keough and I said, what do you think, given your exposure, given your knowledge, what do you think separates those who achieve from those who do not? And he goes, what do you think? So I squirmed in my chair a little bit. Let me ask you all, as leaders, as visionaries, what do you think, just shout it out, what do you think separates those who achieve from those who do not? Passion, great, what else? Action, great, what else? What else? What's that? Fear, all great answers. But what Mr. Keough said next changed my life forever. He said, Eric, from my perspective, and echoed by everybody that I've met now, he said, Eric, what separates those who achieve greatness in our world from those who do not is in direct proportion to one's ability to ask others for help.
Here is a young man with conviction who wanted to go on a quest.
I honored the whole 4 of you. And you want to know something? You're going to get lucky. You'll get a lot of no's, but then one guy will say yes, see? And that's what you go for.
So I invite you all as you move into this conference to be willing and humble enough to ask other people for help, which is okay. The quickest way to have people respect what it is that you know in life is to admit what you don't know. And I can just tell you that it's working for me. So be willing to ask other people for help and be so full of integrity that your word is so meaningful that you only do excellently whatever it is you say you're going to do. And then all of you and all of us will receive awards and recognition for just being ourselves.